Hi folks, and welcome back to another Work in Progress Wednesday. This week I've been working on the player's health system, as well as tying in all of the menus that I've got. So let's take a look at what I've been doing. In previous videos I've shown enemies taking damage and having that damage shown in a health bar above their heads. However, I didn't have a similar system in place for the player. I did a bit of work this week to tie in the overlapping of the enemy's hitboxes with the player's hurtboxes, so that when they actually hit, you as a player will take damage and you'll be able to see that reflected in your own health bar. Of course, to do that, I needed to create a health bar in the first place to display your health. I created this really simple, straightforward health bar that I can use, place in the top left of the screen, and it functions much the same way as the enemy's health bar did, with the colour change going from green to red. In addition to this, I also created the game over screen, which will pop up when either you defeat all the enemies and you have the good ending, or you are defeated and it's the proper game over, I'm sorry you died, please play again. I've tied it all together into this playthrough here that I've got so far. So as you can see, we've got the health bar in the top left, and as the scorkid strikes you, you take damage from it, and ultimately, eventually, your health whittles away to nothing and you die. You're defeated, the game over screen pops up. Do you want to play again? Do you want to go back to the main menu? Those are your options. And if you were to beat all the rounds of enemies, you'd be presented with the same screen, but the message would be different, saying, "Congratulations, you did it, you beat the game. Thanks for playing." So that's where it's at the moment. I'm actually quite pleased with how this is progressing so far. I don't think it's going to take too much more to get the rounds of enemies in, and then have them spawn one after the other. So have round one, beat all of them, round two spawns, beat all of them, round three spawns. You get the picture. Perhaps if I can get this all in and working and nice and polished, then I can add in some extra things that I maybe wasn't expecting to add in at this point. So there might be some nice surprises in there, potentially. So something extra to look forward to. What do you think about this week's video? I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.